Hi guys, good night, good night, good night, good night. How are you doing? I had so much time to wait for my life to start. How are you guys doing this evening? I hope you guys are doing awesome. I plan that I'm not going to spend more than about 10 minutes with you guys just going over the program recap for tonight. But actually, before I even jump into that, I just want to tell you guys, I hope you had an awesome week. I hope your week was fantastic. And in spite of whatever challenge you might have had, I know you conquered it. I know you conquered it, so that at the end of this week we could actually be celebrating, right? It's another. How do you put it? This is like almost the end of September, guys, and you live to see the end of September, so that is enough in itself to be thankful for. But here, I know y'all know my scenario, but I'm gonna give praises to my internet that's gonna work exceptionally well this evening, so that we could get through this short presentation. Yes, we're doing a program recap tonight, so for those of you that have questions about our program and how they work and so on and so forth, put the questions down there so that I can answer them. And of course, you could always message me throughout the weekend, because I will answer those questions. I am Dr. K, your favorite Caribbean Queen of Real Estate, but also your CEO from Fabulous Homes International Guyana. Of course, we're on a mission to make home ownership accessible for the masses. Yes, and we have been doing that for the last 10 years. Thank you guys. We celebrate you guys. We thank you so much for your support and everything. And we look forward to seeing over 5,000 families in their home. Not just 5,000, but we want to touch 10,000, 20,000, 100,000 families in their home from right here in Guyana. But tonight, of course, we're missing our monthly financial literacy seminars, our monthly home buying seminars, where you guys come out and pack the place out and ask all your questions. And we have, you learn so much, because it's a fully educational, 4 hours. Yeah, people's like, oh my God, 4 hours. Yes, but it runs out like this, right? And we're missing that right now. And I'm not really down with the whole virtual thing yet, outside of my lives, right? So guys, this is an opportunity to ask those questions. So if you need any clarification as to how the programs work, how you can get involved, how you could start your journey to home ownership, what you need to do, how, requirements, all these different things that you guys ask all the time, I'm here to answer those questions. And of course, if you are in Georgetown, please stop by the office. Our corporate office is right at 189 Church Street, on the corner of Church and Waterloo Street, that 4-story building right on the corner next door to where Astor Cinema used to be. Just drop in and ask your questions and so on, and let's get you some clarity so that you can start your journey to home ownership. Now, as you guys know, we initially started working with people who had their own land. So there were tons of you, thousands and thousands of you, that had your own land already from the ministry and never built not even a shack on the land, not a fence, nothing, period. So that was our first group of people, and it still is up to today, that we worked with. Those people that had their own land and, were trying to build on their land, but they didn't have the money, or they tried to get financing or didn't get financed, and the run up and down scenario has been too much. So those were our first group of people, and we helped so many of you get to your very own home using one of our programs, which we're going to discuss just now. And then we met the second group, which I literally spoke to about 48,000 of you guys, that wanted to build a house but didn't have your own land. You didn't have anything, but your dream was home ownership, and your dream was to one day own your very own home, and you would take the steps necessary in order to get there. And we're working with some of you right now. We have put some of you in homes already, and we're continuously doing that. This is going to be a never-ending scenario. We are going to do this until time shall be no more, right? So let's discuss the programs and how it works for you. So a lot of you are familiar with the Layaway Program, because it's very popular. It's very, very popular. That program took off like that, right? A lot of those folks is like, oh my God, Layaway. Yes, it's the same Layaway that you guys are familiar with outside, However, with a twist, because now you're using that program to get to your house. And of course, you know, we're not building any dolly houses, right? No, we want you guys to actually build a nice house that you love living in. And on top of that, when you move into your home, we want you to enjoy it. You know, those people that just go home and, you know, when they're driving up to the gate, they're stewing the teeth from this front to the street, right? No, we don't want you to have that experience. We want you to really love where you're living. So, but at the same time, we don't want you to hang your hat where your hand can't reach it either, right? So, what we decided to do was say, hey, the Layaway program is designed for you guys to save towards your home. But in this process right here, of course, we're not going to tell you everything on the live. We want to make sure that you commit to your process. That process may be 18 months. That process may be 24 months. That process may be 36 months. Because remember, at the end of the day, you're actually getting to your home, right? So what will it take for you to get there? Well, in many instances, I may have customers that say, hey, I could do it by myself. I am working. I have a steady job. I've been on my job for the last 2 years. Of course, we need some additional requirements from you. But the key is that to make sure that after all your expenses on a monthly basis, you have at least 40 to 50,000 Guyana dollars remaining after all your expenses every month, right? So once you can do that, the other requirements have to do with your identification, proof of your address. Of course, we need proof of your income from your job, whether it's your job letter, whether it's a letter from the JP, a declaration of income statement, or it might be your most recent pay slips. But we need to know that you're working, you have been working for a while, and if you haven't, then guess what? You can literally get another person just like you, another person. It could be a brother, sister, mom, a cousin, auntie, somebody who's on the same page just like you and said, hey, I may not have my house, but you're going towards getting your home. So if we help one another, guess what? The two of you starting off getting the first house on the Layaway program, once you have gotten to your home, the next person now has the opportunity to use that house as leverage to get house number 2. So you guys are not like doing this in vain, right? So that's why I miss my home ownership seminars, because we break this down for you to show you how it can be done. I have seen tons of you, families, not just 2, 3, or 4, or 5. I've had up to 7 of you come together and say, yes, I can do this as a group, right? So this doesn't have to be this burdensome thing that I have to do it by myself, and I'm struggling, and I barely making it, and I really want my house, and no. Hear what? If you could find somebody who's on the same page just like you, and together the two y'all are working, right? Could be a significant other, could be some sibling, could be, just make sure the two y'all are on the same page, okay? They can't want white and you want black. The two of y'all have to be on the same page, all right? And together you can make it happen. Together you can make it happen. I've seen enough of you do this, guys. And when I say this, I speak with this much passion because I know what I've seen. This is not stuff that we're talking about. This is stuff that I've seen, I've witnessed with my 2 eyes, and I've seen enough of you got into your homes. Some of you don't even know how you got there. But you got there because you committed to your home ownership process. That's it. We were just here to facilitate the entire process. And if you could get to the point where you say, hey, I can save, it's like literally saving your own money. That's why all of our programs are interest-free programs. Yes, you heard me correctly. They're interest-free programs because you're using your own money to build your house with help from Fabulous Homes. All right? So how cooler could that get? And this is not just a car that you drive, you know, you go and you purchase it on the car lot. As soon as you drive off the lot, the value of the car goes with you. No, this is a house that continues to appreciate in value year after year after year. And that's the reason why, whether it's 1 of you or 2 of you or 3 of you or 7 of you that got together and say, hey, we're going to get the first house together. And then after we get the first house, we're finished paying for the first house, we will now use the equity from that first house to help each and every one of you get a house too. And that's what the programs are about at Fabulous Homes. If we were about the money, guys, we couldn't help none of y'all. I'm gonna just tell y'all this straight off the top. We couldn't help none of you because the houses in itself that we are giving to you are not priced where they should be, right? Because a lot of us come and say, but Miss K, how y'all they are giving away them property? No, we're not giving away the properties. We want to make sure that you get a house that you enjoy living in, so that now you will have somewhat of a legacy. You're going to leave a legacy for the people that are coming after you, right? Good. And hopefully you do that for the next person, the next person, the next person. So, you know, you can trickle down and help a bunch of folks get to a home later on. Now, if you have any questions on the layaway program, let me know. I'll be happy to answer any of those questions. Now, let's jump on quick to the box hand program. Yes, the box hand program is the box that you guys grew up on. Yes, y'all save towards y'all purchasing that car. You guys save towards your vacation. You guys save towards, like, you know, putting on that extension on the house. You guys save to do a multiplicity of things, right? I know. So here what? After studying the market and seeing that, hey, why don't we use the same program towards getting folks to their home? And guess what? At first, let me tell y'all. At first, we had, you know, the typical box works. Like when it, you know, the turn comes around and comes to your hand, right? You get your money, right? So we said, okay, we're going to just do that and just build a house when you get to your hand, right? That was it. We're going to just, you know, build customer A house because now it's their turn. And then customer B house when it's, you know, their turn for their box, right? Because that's how the box runs. Or, you know, when you get your hand again, we build customer C house. But guess what, guys? Guess what happened? That's why a lot of these things take a lot of trial and error, right? When customer A get to their house, guess what happened? Customer A all of a sudden get amnesia, right? Yes. They just like that got amnesia. They never realized that in order for them to get to their house, they had help from all of these people, right? To get to your house. So now that you got there, you can't stop paying. Your amnesia can now kick in because you got to your house. They have other people in the box that still need to get to their homes, right? So guess what? We had to change the program up, right? We had to change the program up a bit. So we changed it. It's still the same box, but it's one of the strictest programs we have at Fabulous Homes. We monitor your payments. We monitor everything you guys do. And then we select you to join the box. You don't just come and say, hey, I want to join the box. I want to join the box. That doesn't happen, hon. And if you're in the box and you're delinquent, we remove you from the box and replace you with somebody who is more consistent, who really wants to get to their home. So now the process is, instead of just building one house when you guys get your hand, we're actually using your funds to build something on all the y'all home. Yes. Every turn or every time it's your turn, right? So now everybody get there. So everybody's like, oh my God, this is like a magic. No, it's not a magic. It's just a way that we sat down and studied this market and studied. It took 4 years, guys, to just come up with a new plan and how we can make this stuff happen for the average man. And let me just put it like this. It's not just the small guy that is in this program, guys. We have people that are doctors. We have people that are lawyers. We have the joint services. We have nurses, teachers. Let's just put it like this. Public servants, private sector employees from all spectrum of society. They have used this program to actually get to their homes, right? For those of you that have been having issues running up and down, you know, getting this piece of paperwork and that piece of paperwork for a bank, and still only to hear that you're denied. Guys, it's none of that. We just want to make sure that if you're going to commit to your home ownership platform, you're going to commit to it to the end. And before you know it, 36 months, they run out just like that, right? And then we're on our way to our homes. Now, that program works phenomenally. If you guys have any questions about that, let us know. Of course, you know, I'm trying to still keep this live a little short so that we don't have to talk all night about all this stuff. We don't got 4 hours, right? So what I want you guys to do is to take a look at that and see if that might work for you, and come into the office. Let's explain some more as to how we can make this particular program work for you and for your family. The next one is the 25% increment program. Well, that one is designed for my people with cash. Yes, you know, y'all ain't here with no monthly program. Y'all ain't able to do no month by month scenario. Y'all ain't with that. You have your cash. You want to build your home. Guess what? We build your home in 25% increment. You bring your first 25. We run up. We carry it as far as your money can go. Second 25, we take it as far as you can go. We hope to complete your home within 6 to 8 months, 8 to 10 months, based on the size of the house that you're building. There are no mortgages. And if we quote you a price, if we say the house is $50 million or $10 million or $12 million or $8 million, that's it. There's nothing else wrapped on top of that. There's no additional interest. There's no hidden fees. There's none of the sort. Now, if you go outside of the square footage which you're looking to build, you will have to pay for the extras, right? Because the price that we quote you is based on the size of the house, based on the square footage of the home that you're building. So there are no interest attached to that. So for those people that are like, hey, I'm not about that monthly program thing, you know, you don't have all that time. I got my little nest egg. I got, you know, my money in my shoebox, right? I am coming over to Fabulous Homes. I just want to get my house built. I am able with none of these programs and so on and so forth. That works perfectly for you guys. Of course, we're going to still need identification documents. That's your ID, your proof of address. And of course, we will need proof of income. Yes, we want to know where you got your money from. Not that it's important to us, but we have to stay compliant. All right? So we'll need proof of income, how you actually, you know, attain your funds. Whether that will be from your job, from your retirement, or you guys may need to get to a JP and get a declaration of income letter to state that, hey, I, John Doe, have been working for such and such years, or I'm self-employed and I've saved my money up over this particular period of time and I have accumulated X amount. We're good to go, right? So we're ready to assist you guys that are doing cash that don't have that time, right, to wait on a monthly program. Then, of course, we do have the option program. Well, the option program is designed for those people who's like, you know, I work in the interior, you know, or I work overseas on ship or something. And I know the industry is not doing so great right now, but most of those people used to say, hey, come with a lump sum to start. Probably a 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, somewhere around there. And then I know I can't do any monthly program because this is how I'm accumulating my money, but it's for my contract. Or, you know, maybe I sold a ton of gold and that's how I was able to raise my money. So I'm going to come and start with a lump sum. And then monthly, I may not have a monthly payment until the next time I come back and do another lump sum again, right? Or for some of you, you can actually choose your monthly payments, because we give you that option too, because you are on the lump sum program. It's like, hey, I'm going to pay this lump sum, but over time I'm going to pay, you know, a 30 or 40,000, you know, until the next time I accumulate the lump sum again. And then that's how I'm going to build my house. Some of you might actually take 12 months to build your home. Some of you might take 18 months to build your home based on the lump sum and based on the size of the house that you built, right? So, you know, that program works phenomenally for those folks, right? So it's like I said, it's also interest free. So we have a way, guys, that is designed to assist any one of you. If you guys come over at Fabulous Homes and somebody say, oh, well, you know, I went over there and I didn't get through, ask them if they went in the door or if they just stood in the pavement, right? Exactly. So guys, the next thing is the fifth program is your create your own program, right? We look at your income, we look at your expenses, and we look at what it is that you can afford on a monthly basis, and then we can build a program around your income. All right? So don't ever get you to that point where you put in your head that I can't do this, I can't do this, I don't know if I could do it. There are plenty of people just like you that decided, okay? And I always share my story of one of my youngest. I always say youngest because she was up there. She's high 80s, high 80s, right? unfixed income, and it's not like if she could have gone out and have 2-3 jobs or something, right? Like the rest of you that are young, flouncing and bouncing, have all your energy, and you could go there and get 2-3 jobs, even if you have to do a cleaning work, because at the end of the day, it's your house that you're paying for, right? Don't wait for validation from nobody. You know what your plans are. You know what your goals are. You're working towards your home. And if it is that you have to do 2 or 3 or 4 little minuscule jobs just so that you can raise your money to build your house, do it. Don't worry about nobody and what they think, because at the end of the day, those same people who be encouraging you living at somebody's bottom house. Okay? So you gotta get yourself in that mind frame that you say, hey, I could do this. I could do this. I could do this. I don't need validation from nobody. I know at the end of the day, I'm going to my home. So at the end of the day, if I have to do this, this, and this, you don't have to do nothing illegal. Just make up your mind. Make up a commitment in your mind that you say, hey, I am going to do this. Right? And a lot of you that have done this, guys, a lot of you that have done this, just to put it, if I were to put it on a percentage basis, are people that never in a million years believed that they would have gotten to a house. Simple as this, right? Or people that have gone to literally every financial institution and got turned down. And they're in their house today, okay? They're in their houses today, even though they've been to every financial institution and were denied, all right? So when I tell you that I've seen a lot, I have seen enough of you that decided to say, yes, I am going to start on my journey to home ownership, and I know I'm not building a dock pen or a dolly house, so I'm going to invest the money that is going to go towards my house, and I'm going to watch my house build right before my eyes, all right? That gives you guys some sort of a motivation to say, oh my God, this is it. I can do this. I can do this. And like I said, I've seen enough of you do it. So there's absolutely no excuses from people that have a whole ton of money to people that have just minimal amounts of money, and they have tried to make sure that this happen. We don't want you guys to set aside food though. You know what I mean? We don't want you to set aside food to say, oh, well, I pay for me home out, over by Fabulous, so, I could walk around with scurvy. No, we don't want that. We want you to be able to comfortably afford your home. So at the end of the day, guess what? Whether you live in there now or you live in there later on, you have a house that is going to continue to appreciate every single year until you finally move in. That's just about it. And let me tell you about Avalon, guys. Let me tell you about Avalon. Avalon is going to be the place to live. You hear? I have to always throw this in because when we went to Friendship, guys, Friendship had this stain, right? It had this stain, and it was negative. It was negative. We went there, we chopped through all those bushes, damn bees, all of that stuff, right? And we got down there and we create a little oasis in the middle of bush and jungle, right? And that place is just beautiful. And as every day, but I don't go there every day, but every time I go there and I see the transformation of that area, guys, it makes you wonder, right? All of a sudden, there's a couple more developments that are now on the same path coming down the road where we are. Could you believe that? Yes, after we built the road, right, that nobody wanted to build, after we did all that work just to get us to where beautiful Avalon will be, then all of a sudden there are other developments that are coming. So I sit down and somebody told me the other day, they say imitation is the highest form of flattery, right? Imitation is the highest form of flattery. So it's something to see that by starting something, right, that people never ever believe could happen, right, at the back of nowhere, as they call it. Oh my God, what y'all going to the back of nowhere? Why this? Da, da, da. And boom, today Avalon is over 50 houses and counting right now at different phases of construction, and all of a sudden everybody got the bug. Everybody want to be in Friendship now, right? Isn't that something? Anyway, you guys are going to remain the original. We're going to continue to do what we're doing. We're going to continue to give you guys quality for your money, right? Because we believe in that 100%, and we're going to continue until our beautiful, beautiful Avalon is developed to where there's over 2,000 families plus that are living out there. And guess what? I'm going to be living there too. So it's not like if, you know, those developers that develop the place and they live till, you know, the other side of town and they just visit and so on. No, no, no. I'm going to be living in the community too. Yes. Right? So it is going to be fully gated. We weren't planning on gating it yet. We were only going to gate the luxury side of things. But we're going to gate the whole thing. Yes. Security is just awesome and ultimate, you know, our priority. And on top of that, we are having literally all the necessary amenities that you'll need in a development like that right there. So I want you guys to get excited. I'm going to post the virtual right after this live sometime this evening so that you guys could just dream with us as we get there, because we're getting closer and closer and closer to that point. And I could tell you it's like a huge relief because, guys, Avalon is beautiful. And you know what happened to, there ain't no mosquito out there. No, I don't know if people are gonna bring the mosquito out there, but there ain't no mosquito out there. I spent about 3 nights out there. There was no mosquito. None in Guyana. You know, like 6 o'clock when the mosquito is coming down to like attack you. There's no mosquito out there. So we hope it maintains that same sort of serenity and peace. But guys, Avalon is not going to be available forever. Let me just tell y'all that. We're going to be soon full. And we won't be able to take anybody else. But we'll probably get you guys ready for the next community. Alright? But our focus right now is also, you know, it's going to be fully Avalon. It's always been, because we're looking to develop what we now dub the city of Avalon. So guys, look forward to all the stuff that is coming. It's gonna be awesome. Use one of the programs that I mentioned tonight, one of the 5. Remember, all of them are interest-free programs. Come into our office if you need to find out some more information as to how these programs work and how they can work for you. And if you cannot do it by yourself, please get another family member, get a friend that is on the same page with you, by the way. Family member, friend, cousin, some, you know, get somebody who's on the same page just like you, and together you guys could build your house right in Avalon. For those of you that already have your land, that's okay. We could build on your land too. So the goal is that we want to make sure that you guys get to your homes, period. So you're going to be leaving a worthy legacy for those that are coming after you. You're not just gonna die anymore with nothing. No, we're changing that scenario, right? You're gonna, if you were to transition, we're not even gonna use that. If you were gonna transition, right, you want to leave a legacy, a worthy legacy that could pass on for generations to come. All right, so guys, I wish you guys an awesome weekend. I'm always like super hype, right? Yeah. And I want you guys to be safe out there. Please continue to boost your immune system up. And of course, if you guys are going to get out there and do anything crazy, for those of you that can, you know, for who's they're open back up, you know, I see Atlanta is open back up to an extent. And a lot of places should be safe. But Guyana, we're still pretty much, you know, still doing the curfews and so on. The numbers are rising every day, as you guys have seen. And just be safe out there. Just be safe out there, because at the end of the day, we want to see all of you in your homes. And I want to selfishly enjoy that. That's like what I live for. You know, to just give you guys your keys. There are folks that are moving into Avalon, guys. Yes, there are residents that are already moved in. Yes, and yes, there is water. Light is solar, guys. So it's just, there's so much going on, but we're going to post some more of that stuff later on. Until we see you guys, which we hope is sometime soon, please go to our website, www.fabuloushomesinternashonalguyana.com or www.fhigy.com, or go to www.thecityofAvalongy.com to get more information as to how you can become part of either the homeownership platform, or how you can be a resident up in Avalon. How you gonna be my neighbor? Right? So good night, Miss Cheryl. Good night, Gita. Good night, all the rest of you need you and the rest of all y'all that I could see. Yes. Good night, all of you. And we'll talk soon. If you are in Georgetown, we are located at 189 Church Street and a corner of Church and Waterloo Street. There's a 4-story building right in the corner next door to where Astor Cinema used to be. So come see us as soon as possible. Call us on 592-227-1380. That's 592-227-1380. We're open from 9 a.m. in the morning until 3 p.m. because of the, the corona season. Yeah, 9 a.m. until 3, Monday through Friday. Call us on 615-8740. That's 615-8740 or 609-8233. If you guys need to email us, if you have any other questions and stuff, please email info at fabuloushomeinternational.com. Hi Candace, thank you. I know you guys miss me. I haven't been very consistent on my weekly lives, but you guys know I'll jump on here at any time I feel, right? So just check for the videos and so on, because even though I might not be posting the lives, there's still videos and stuff that we're posting either here on our YouTube channel. So until I see you guys, have an awesome evening. Thank you, Candace, and you guys have a good one. Bye, y'all.